I bet I drill a clean hole in somebody today.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So we're going to talk about this streamer who's facing Backlash. I have a lot to say about this, but first let me catch you up to speed. So in this video here, she loses and she blocks the person for one and dunning.
Oh, I could have launched that, I think. I think I could have launched it. It looked kind of staggered, actually. If you're gonna win and run away, I don't get the point in me having you on here. I don't get the point. You're just wasting my time.
Now, this is quick match, which is kind of like a who cares type of environment. If this was in ranked, you could make the argument for like, finish the set, bro, and do this, bro. But here's my take. There's the way that players want the game to play, and there's the way that the game operates. The game operates by a one game basis. So basically what that means is you play one game and you get your points for that one game, right? So that's really what you're agreeing to. When it shows the connection bar and then both of you guys hit accept, you're accepting one match and you get those points. And then if you lose, you can then choose to fight them again for another set of points. Now, the players want the game to operate this way, where you're not signing up to play one match, you're signing up to play a full set. And if that is the case, they would need to distribute points for the whole set and not one individual match. And I would agree with that change. I think that playing for a full set and getting points for the set and not for individual matches is a much better format. And we need to communicate that to the developers. So if Tekken 9, Tekken 8, somewhere along there, they can make that happen. But I think the way that the game operates now, where it gives you points for the match and that's it. In my eyes, I view it as a don't hate the player, hate the game scenario. The game is the one that allows people to leave after the match. Blocking one person doesn't do anything but adds to your search queue. Blocking a person, you can argue it's a bit extreme, but the same way the game allows you to leave the match and you're not forced to play it, the game also gives you the ability to block whoever you want. So if you're mad at someone for one and dunning, you got to be mad at the game for that. And the same thing with with blocking. It's like, it's all things that the game allow, pretending to be hall monitor and trying to lecture people on the, because it's like house rules. This is something that Tekken players do a lot. Tekken players love to play the game based off of house rules. You remember there was like a time during season 1 where there was this viral Reddit thread that says, guys, we all hate heat, right? Let's burn the heat. We're all going to pop heat at the round start, let the heat run out, and then we'll play real Tekken. Remember when that viral thread happened? And then how many people did that in the game? No one. I get people don't like certain aspects of the game. Rage arts, heat, one and done, blocking. But it's all a game problem. And attacking individual players over our, minute perspectives, because it's all perspective. Some people are more bothered than others. Attacking people over minute perspective differences isn't the way to go. Go to the Discord portal, tell the developers your ideas. If enough people request it, they'll do it. So for all the people who are running around attacking either this streamer or other people for not following the rules of the community, you're just wasting your time. And in my opinion, it's kind of goofy. There's times, bro, where I unintentionally want it done, where I intentionally want it done. Currently, right now, the main man Sweet said he's not rematching Lydia ever until the character's nerfed. And I'm doing the same thing with King. I'm not rematching King. I'm not doing it. I'm sick of playing against broken, unbalanced characters, and I'm not rematching King. No more. I'm not doing it. And that's how I feel about the game. The game gives me the ability to do that, and I'm doing it. There's another clip here. This is probably the cringiest attitude I've ever seen. Blocking someone because they don't want to rematch you in quick match. It's wild.
Yeah, I think that, I need to punish it a little bit better. It'll come with time. Oh, seriously, bro. Yeah, I could tell it wasn't your main. Just like, if you wanna learn a new character, you have to take the L's. What is wrong with everyone's attitude? Come on.
Ready for the next battle.
If they made this set force in the current environment and you had to play against the same opponent twice and you would lose points for both matches, that would be extremely unfair. You would lose double points every game. Losing double points. You basically would lose double points every time then. Instead of losing just the 1,000 or whatever points, you would lose 2,000 points every single time you ready it up. And that's not how the game is designed to be. The game is not designed to gamble 2,000 points like that. So players don't even take that into consideration when they're saying force set, run the set. It's like you have to tell the developers the right way to do it or you'll ruin everything. It's been so many times where Tekken players would cry about something and then the problem would get worse because they didn't properly explain the solution to the developers. Like rank inflation is a perfect example. Everyone talks about how the ranks are inflated, but no one talks about how the pro players are to blame for that rank inflation. The pro players who are pro players, they're really good at the game. They're like less than 1% of the whole player base. The pro players complained about how they reach God of Destruction and basically they start to get bored. They get God of Destruction, they get bored, and they lack motivation is what they say on Twitter. And the developers was like, okay, the pro players lack motivation. We get it. You know, you guys get God of Destruction really fast, and then you guys have big audiences and you guys make a lot of noise. So let's give you guys some bonus ranks, right? We'll give you guys some really hard bonus ranks for you to grind, and then you can, you know, have fun there. You could infinitely grind bonus ranks. You know what happens? What happens is the pro players are like, oh, these bonus ranks are too hard to climb. We can't reach the top, bro. We can't reach infinite, bro. And then what do? In Season 3, they make it easier to reach the top, which they still are all afraid to do. All of these pro players just get GOD 7 and then switch characters. Like, bro, go for infinite. You guys wanted these bonus ranks to go get the bonus ranks. Why are you guys switching? But these guys cried and complained about lack of motivation at God ranks. And then they got the hard ranks they wanted. And they cried and complained that they couldn't do it. And then as a result, the whole entire rank system is destroyed. Now, all of the ranks are inflated because the devs made it easier for the pros to get the bonus ranks, and they still won't even go after it. So that's my example where players cried and complained about something, and then when the developers changed the game to benefit them, it only created more problems and they still don't do it. And that's why I don't care about the whole one and done conversation at all, because the whole one and done conversation is trash and all these people are just yapping. That's my take. So you say, why didn't the devs just do an MMR after God ranks? And here's the thing. That's not the question you should ask. The question is, why didn't the pros ask for an MMR after God ranks? Why was their only complaint that they lack motivation? Why was that their complaint? We lack motivation. Rank is boring. Why don't you be more specific with what you want the devs to do? So that's not a question for the developers. That's a question for the pro players who are whining and complaining, and all these people who are whining and complaining, because the root of this conversation starts with one and done. People who say one and done is so bad, then what's your solution? A lot of people complain and then they have no solution. And then when the developers come up with their own solution, they're like, oh, why'd you do it like that? Why'd you do it like that? It's like, you guys need to be more specific with your complaints or shut up. I get the devs be out here doing wild things, but where's the accountability for the players?